Hello everyone, welcome to this exciting event. I'm Ranika Agarwal, Marketing Leader at Alacer Group, and I'm thrilled to have you here. We're about to embark on a journey into the world of anti-money laundering revolution, and your enthusiastic response to our first ever webinar is truly heartwarming. We have got participants joining us from all around the globe. Today, we are in for a treat with our incredible speakers. We have Vineet Mishra, our Executive Director and CIO, with over 18 years of experience in the banking and finance ID sector. Then there is Thomas Piro, we call him Tom, our Global Head of Sales who have spent more than 20 years tailoring solutions for firms' needs. And our third speaker for the day is Sanjeev Polu, our AVP Engineering, who brings 19 years of hands-on experience in cognitive computing, predictive analytics, and ID. We want you to be involved in every step of the way, so there will be 3 interactive poll questions and a 5-minute Q&A session in the end through the chat option. So let's keep this dynamic and engaging. Now let's dive right in. I'll hand it over to Tom, who will be our guide through the exciting insights coming up. Thanks for joining us, and let's make this webinar an unforgettable one together. Over to you, Tom.
Thank you, Ranik, and thank everyone for attending this very exciting webinar on ChatGPT and AML applicability. I'd like to spend the next couple of minutes talking about Alacer Group and about our Velocity Financial Crime Solution Suite. First thing to be aware of, Alacer Group is a Washington state-based privately held advanced technology solutions development and consulting firm established in 2009. We're focused on providing high-value technology solutions to increase AML compliance and reduce risk, and we have multiple disciplinary teams of proven, experienced professionals located across the United States, India, and Australia. It's also important to note that our solution is global. We have multiple applications running throughout the planet. So, Velocity, Financial Crime Solution Suite. First thing I wanted to bring to your attention is Velocity is a modular solution. Now, why is that important to you? Basically, what that means is you do not have to buy the whole platform. You can concentrate on just those modules that'll address your appetite for risk. So the modules we have within Velocity, we have sanctions and list screening. And sanctions can be real-time, batch, or ad hoc. We have transaction monitoring. We have hundreds of rules and also behavioral. So we are a hybrid system. And you have the ability to create your own rules within our transaction monitoring module. Case management is important as well because it's all about the user experience. You're going to find our system to be extremely user-friendly. Customer onboarding, due diligence, and risk rating is another module. Fraud is another module that I want to bring to your attention as well. What's important about fraud to us? This is fraud prevention, not detection. So basically what we want to do is to stop that money from leaving your organization that may be suspect. Another module is cannabis screening, which has taken up a life of its own these days. We have FinCEN 314A, we have country risk service, and we also have crypto screening. But let's get back to the business at hand on this webinar. What we're going to discuss is adverse media screening and the applicability of artificial intelligence and ChatGPT. You're going to see some pretty cool things. One of which is the ability to have the output on adverse media in multiple languages. Second thing we're going to show you also, it could be multiple countries, not just the United States. So that being said, I'm going to hand this off to Vineet. Vineet, it's all you.
Thank you, Tom, for your wonderful introduction of Velocity and Alacer Group. Hello, everybody. My name is Vineet, and I'm the Chief Information Officer for Alacer Group. I have few informational slides which I will walk you through along with our solution for adverse media search. So let's look at my first slide. So I've got some facts. So estimated global money laundering in 1 year has now become $800 billion to $2 trillion, and this is according to the United Nations. In a recent article from Forbes, we found that 90% of this laundered money remains undetected. And recently, what LexisNexis came up with, and we saw that in Economist, worldwide spending on AML and sanctions compliance by financial institutions has exceeded $180 billion in 2022. And I'm sure all the money of these exceeded expenses is mostly going into technology to catch up with all these artificial intelligence and new technologies which are coming in financial crime. So let's talk about artificial intelligence, GPT and ChatGPT review. So GPT is basically a generative pre-trained transformer. It's an artificial intelligence model, which is basically also called a powerful large language model, which is trained on using internet data to generate any type of text. So it is basically trained on like trillions and trillions of data from the internet to get you the right and formatted content. ChatGPT, which is a powerful tool by OpenAI, was built using this GPT technology, which is capable of processing, again, large volumes of data and responding to your prompt. So you can ask a question. That's why when you go to on ChatGPT website, you can ask a question and it can answer. And you can also have ChatGPT rewrite your content and give you a lot more information. It's a very powerful tool and very useful tool as well. There are a lot more other AI tools in the market right now, and as well, Alacer is also working at the same time to have some more AI tools integrated in Velocity. So ChatGPT has been very much in focus and since last few months and since it has been launched also. So we've been wondering like how to utilize this tool. This tool is really powerful, what we can do around. So as being in financial crime product industry, we need to be ahead of the curve. So we have been thinking and our product team and us, we did brainstorming and we came up with that, yeah, we could do something with the adverse media. And that's when the solution came in and before solution, there are always challenges. So we looked at the challenges first. Where are the challenges which could be solved by ChatGPT? So in adverse media, if you look at the challenges, there's a lot of data overload. There's a lot of data quality problem. The multilingual content search is a problem. Not everybody can be a multilingual person. You cannot have contextual understanding for every single content you have got. And on top of that, the biggest problem is the timeline, right? It takes a lot of time for you to go to the Google and do all that search stuff which you do. And it's still saving all those information. And it is also impacting your regulatory compliance. So we came up with a solution. We integrated ChatGPT with Alacer's existing artificial intelligence models to provide you a state-of-art adverse media screening. So what it does, it provides you natural language explanation, means all the search which you see from all the contents, it is giving you a brief summary to read about, and it's a pre-written summary. You don't have to do anything. Second, and the most powerful thing is time, speed. It gives you all this in like seconds. You don't have to do anything. Just click of a button, you're getting it. You can now get into multilingual searches. You can search them. Complete contextual understanding is there now. And on top of that, because these are artificial intelligence model, they will kept on learning. So you don't have to worry about that part. Now, the most important benefit comes in the picture, the cost benefit, right? Is it going to cost you so much? What is going to cost you? So don't worry about it. At least it's got covered you here. It's not going to cost you an arm and leg, and it's going to be very, very affordable solution, as Alacer is popular for providing you affordable solutions. So we're living up to that. Now let's look at how the current process looks like. So current process, you get into the Google, you type keywords, you type an entity name, then you get thousands and thousands of searches. God knows how many you get in the first time, right? And then you start looking into every single article. Now you have to read through all those articles to understand if the news is right or not. And plus, on top of that, the articles you're reading from, the source, they should not be from the fake news, right? All that lies on now your team's capabilities. So what we have done, this is what you see basically. You look at that, you're searching an entity, you've got 400,000 results there, and tons of pages. And once you start reading up every single article, it's going to take time. And plus, you have to make sure you got the right news in. Now, this is what you're looking at our screen now. Is a Alacer solution going to look like? So without getting into so many details, so it's kind of like hundreds of news articles or creating a consumable abstract summary here for you, which you see there. We're monitoring all the media sources, a lot of specific keyword results. And plus, this module can be standalone module as in like a individual dashboard, which can keep an eye on all of your existing clients and providing you the adverse media news like in real-time scenario. And all that is possible with that. Plus, as you see here, the multilingual, multi-location, so you can do all that. Without getting so much into my details in here, I would now like to call on our product AI and ML head, Mr. Sanjeev, ask him about behind the scene technology of this solution. So Sanjeev, over to you.
Thank you, Vineet. It's a bit technical, but let me do my best to answer it. Hello, everyone. This is Sanjeev Polu. I'm AML practice lead in Alacer Group. Let me help you to understand how adverse media works, how we have designed the solution, how it works behind the scenes. When we provide name of a person or an entity to adverse media, behind the scenes, we have a Google engine. It processes the data and we will be getting pre-processed information of a person or entity in the form of news articles and web URLs. This pre-processed information is very huge, from 100 to few hundred sources. These pre-processed information we are providing to OpenAI using generative pre-trained transformer model 3, and it processes all the pre-process from 100 to 1000 links, and we are getting top news articles based on three key parameters. Those are trust score, match score, and risk score. Risk score we are calculating based on the sentiment of the text, longest text of a person on that news article. The match score we are using state of the art fuzzy logic, which is using linear programming assignment technique, and then trust me, it is giving the best score for the match. On the trust score, we have an inbuilt ranking system based on the trustworthiness of the news article, and we are deriving it over here. Thank you.
Now, are you wondering like what's more can we do with the ChatGPT? Yeah, same here. So we kept on brainstorming and thinking about it. What more can we do with this thing? So we came up with another idea, and it's we can use ChatGPT for SAR writing process. A lot of challenges in the SAR writing process as well. There's a problem with subjectivity. That's very time consuming again. It has a very great dependency on expert people that you need those people only specifically to write the SAR in a certain format. The data collaboration, which is all being put in together in the SAR writing, and all these compliance challenges. So we thought about it, and then what we came up with, we're basically training ChatGPT model by supplying hundreds and hundreds of different type of SARs, along with compiling all the data, which is getting together in velocity. So once you decide to file a SAR on a case, and now you're about to start filling up the SAR form. Now, how fast that gonna be is gonna be just like a click of a button. So you will click on a button saying, populate the SAR writing with ChatGPT, and it will automatically write your entire SAR, and your SAR will be ready for review process and all that. So it's going to technically cut down all of the writing time which an investigator or a senior analyst is going to take time to write the SAR about, and it will be trained basically on the styling and according to the FinCrime guidelines of SAR writing. So we'll be very excited to demonstrate the SAR writing into our upcoming webinar to you till then, stay tuned, and we're now opening up for questions. I will hand over this session to Ranika now. So Ranika will get started with the Q&A. Thank you.
Thank you, Vineet. So before the Q&A, let's get some polls done. We'll have 3 polls where you all can submit your answers. So the poll 1 for the day is on your screen, and it asks, what method do you currently use for adverse media searches? And the options you have is search engines, third-party data providers, or it's none for you. So we'll give quick few seconds to everybody to record their answer and hit the submit button. All right, we have already started seeing some responses on the poll. This is going great. Yeah. I think we are getting very good responses here. All right, so let's look at the poll 2 now. So poll 2 is also focused on adverse media screening, and it asks you, do you perform adverse media screening for your customers? If yes, what is the frequency of it? And the options you have is it overnight? Is it weekly? Is it monthly? Is it annually? Or you're not aware of it? So you can go ahead and select your answer and submit it. It's great to see good responses coming in. All right, so time for the poll 3 for the day. Poll 3 is focused on SAR writing. So it asks, is your process for writing SAR is characterized by manual work, multiple reviews, and extended timelines? So either it can be a yes or it can be a no for you. All right, then I think we've got good responses on the polls, and I'll take few seconds to reveal on the stats of the poll results as well. So the first poll for the day was what method we are currently using for adverse media searches. And we have received 88% response to search engines, and 12% of people are using third-party data providers. So that's like a huge ratio to search engines. Okay, so to the second question, how frequently you're submitting your SAR? And so the majority of the people don't know. It's like 52% people don't know about it. And then we have got 22 responses to overnight, and they're followed by 17% to monthly, and then 4% each to weekly and annually. Okay, then I'll talk about the stats of the third poll. Is your process for writing SAR is characterized by manual work, multiple reviews, and extended timelines? And yes, we have got 100% to the yes on the poll. Okay, so I think now it's the time to move on to the Q&A session. So first of all, I would like to thank everybody for joining this remarkable webinar as we wrap up on our insightful journey into the future of AML and groundbreaking solutions. It's time to engage with our experts. Feel free to ask us anything. We'll try to take up as many questions as we can in the next 5 minutes, and rest assured, we'll be sending the responses to rest of the questions via email along with today's session recording. So the chat section is open for you. You can go ahead and share your questions.
Okay, so I think we got our first question from Lisa. How do you ensure? I'll read out the question. How do you ensure ChatGPT only summarizes information and doesn't make anything up? Yeah, definitely. I think a very good question. So this is where you come in with the artificial intelligence and you're trusting the technology. So first of all, before if the process, even before ChatGPT comes in picture, if you see that there is an Alacer artificial intelligence model, which is picking up all the data from the Google and then processing it close to a very approximate, fine-tuned match, and then supplying the data to ChatGPT for a kind of like a very well written write abstract from it. So that process will make sure that what ChatGPT is writing is based on those articles only, which has been supplied to ChatGPT. So, like, I think there's no chances that that can be make up. Is there an option all in the search dropdown? So if I am correct, understanding the question correct, so this is being referred to all the keywords which are in the search. Oh, all the countries in the search location drop down. I think we allow maximum countries to be selected. Selecting all can actually make the system more because all means it's gonna pull up the data from all countries. So I would suggest we should make this in like different breaks. Like you select 5 countries first, and then go another 10 countries, and which you suspect more will be a best way to do it. Fantastic question. Has FinCEN approved SAR writing using ChatGPT? No, not yet. Like I said, we are working into it with a couple of other clients right now in pilot. So the thing is, what is it doing? For example, you generally take your SAR and ask FinCEN to write something when you're writing your SAR typically, and then it gives you some response back, which you can put it into your SAR form and can send it back. So it just kind of, it's not that anything which is GPT is writing, you're going to file it directly. You're still going to perform your review. What it saves you the time from originally creating your complete SAR into format, which is you're going to write about it. So we watching the technology, see how far it gets to FinCEN. I have got another question. It is different. So, does the SAR reporting module allow you to add attachments before submission? Yes, our SAR module is very capable, and it allows you to add all type of attachments before submission. I think then that's it. But I think we're reaching to the last minute of the session. I would hand over it to Ranika, and then we will get going from there. Oops, we got another question, so we'll take that question and we will email you the answer separately for that. And please don't worry, we have received the question, so we'll send you the answer out in via email. I'll hand over it to Renika for the closer.
Sure. Thank you, Vineet. So if you're eager to explore further, don't miss the opportunity to book a free demo with Velocity, our cutting-edge FinCrime tool that is designed to prevent financial crimes. As staying compliant in the ever-evolving regulatory landscape is paramount, and Velocity is here to support you on that journey. And for all your compliance needs, remember you can always reach out to us. You can give us a call or you can email us at velocitydemo@lacergroup.com. And to stay updated on the latest news and developments, you can follow us on LinkedIn and Twitter, which we now call as X. So that's going to work, I think. Great. So once again, I thank you all for attending, engaging, and contributing to the success of the webinar. Your presence has truly made a difference. Let's continue shaping the future of AML together. I'm signing off here. Thank you, everybody.